What up, champs? This is how I wrote a six-figure MRR, monthly recurring revenue, go-to marketing plan, what I like to call go-to revenue plan, because anybody can go to a market. It's like going to Central Park. It's free, for a conversational and voice AI startup. My name is Rich. The company that I am going to reference today is Dojo AI, which I'm a founding team member of. And then on top of that, if you don't know me, I'm a glorified career coach. I help people break into product management, cybersecurity, tech sales, and then I also coach some people that are in just the overall tech space, like software engineers, QAs, and then all that. But I learned a lot about revenues, funnels, thanks to my man, who I consider my unofficial mentor, Alex Hormozy. And companies ask me to do this for them because I've had to do it for myself multiple times over. And in the past 8 years, I've actually had to change things up a lot just because the market's always changing. Now, let's go out there and get back to this bad boy here. Dojo AI. It is a cold calling app. So, in the cold calling app, what does it do? Well, if you watch any of the videos here, basically it helps cold callers get better at what they do. So this is a B2B application. It's not B2C, it's a B2B application. And in order for us to be successful in this space, this is what we do. We need how we go ahead and define a really good go-to marketing plan, or what I like to call go-to revenue plan for all you rainmakers out there, is determine the perfect customer. Right? We are building it for cold callers. So, having said that, who is the decision maker in this process? Well, the decision maker is decision makers are startup founders, heads of sales, or business development, or sales managers, and we could also say business owners, because we work with some business owners on our side too. So we have these people. The next thing that we want to go ahead and do is create a LinkedIn outreach strategy. Okay, we want to create a YouTube content strategy. And then we also want to have newsletters. Newsletters are great, okay, for the decision makers. There's tons of other things that we can do, but let's just get started first and foremost on what is it that we can go ahead and control. This is actually very important. And I'm teaching a lot of my students right now who are product managers that want to break into the space exactly how it is that I kind of do what is that, well, I do. For starters here, what we want to go ahead and start off with is, we need really good content, but we really need to understand our customer. So while I'm looking for the customer, I'm going to go ahead and do this. The best people for us to go ahead and target are the following people that are looking for sales development representatives. Okay. And I'm going to go to posts, and I'm going to hit up all these people right here. I'm going to scrape up a list. I'm just going to remove these champs out of the way, future rainmakers. And somebody that is like a CEO, we're hiring for sales, like these are all great people, because these are people that are responsible for making a decision. So how do we go ahead and get in with them? Well, I'll tell you exactly how we're going to go and get in with them. The first thing is, let's go ahead and define the Hormozy method. Number one, what is their dream outcome? I always do this for all my go-to marketing plans. Scratch. What is their dream outcome? Perceived likelihood of achievement, effort and sacrifice. So in this case, we're talking about onboarding, right? Now, other things that we really want to go ahead and talk about are timing, and then we want to go ahead and talk about pricing. In all of this, what I'm going to go ahead and do, this is just my method, is I like to just organize everything with headers. So let's go ahead and talk about, for starters here, what do they really want? You know, what do they want? What do they hate? Well, they want more revenue, right? They want, what are some of their pain points? And I'm just going to go out there and freestyle it at this point right now. So we're talking about people that are responsible for hiring for like cold callers, right? Let's talk about what are all of their pain points. And I want to challenge you to kind of think about this. So things that they freaking hate is hiring for cold callers. Okay. They hate that. I'm just going to go out there and just have like, they hate hiring for cold callers. You know what else that they actually hate? They hate paying for cold callers. Okay. The training time required to produce a strong cold caller is about 3 to 6 months plus. Okay. The Dojo AI cold calling app can cut that process down, okay, by up to 70%. Okay. So this is the effort sacrifice. How does it work? I'm gonna go out there and have this. How does it work? And you can see my brain is like all over the place, right? All you got to do, all the customer has to do is provide us with a list of customer recordings, of sales recordings. Okay, we will take the best recordings from the top cold callers in the organization to create, basically they can go out there and create all of the different scenarios a cold caller would encounter on the job. This would allow, right? This would allow a new cold caller with very little to no sales experience to expedite the learning curve, to add more money, add more revenue to the company's financial bottom line. You know what else this thing actually provides? Well, I'll go out there and tell you. You know, with enough recordings, we might even be able to completely automate your sales development team within 6 months. That's just now people that they don't have to pay for, right? Right? All the while turning your cold callers into killer closers. Wow, that's great. And the hook for this is the premise that I'm going to go out there and make. Imagine your brand new cold caller or new class of sales hires were able to access you or your best sales managers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and all throughout the year. Right? How much better would they be at their job, at selling? Would they be at selling? How much faster would they be? Would they be able to get promoted? So I'm dream building for them, right? This is really, really important because these days, in any strong go-to-marketing plan, the customer really needs to feel like they know you, right? Right? Imagine a world where you have a team of automated, right, voice agents to conduct, to set all your appointments, and ultimately close them into revenue. Into revenue and lifetime customers. Why? Because when we're selling B2B, we really need to build a dream big. And it's because we want to get these people on the call. So what we're going to do now is, I think I have enough information right here to go out there and create a quick prompt where I'm going to be able to drive this. I'm going to go ahead and scrape up a list of these hiring managers every single day. Okay, VP of sales, business development, and I'm going to craft the message, and I'm going to go out there and book calls. So there's a few things that I'm going to go ahead and do, because now I have all the assets that I need to go out there and do the following. I have a LinkedIn outreach strategy, and I can go out there and create 30 days worth of LinkedIn and YouTube social posts. Okay, I'm gonna go out there and scrape the jobs, the hiring managers for sales development roles, which we're already doing and automate a message to book a call. So either they're gonna go out there and hire sales development grads from my program, so they have like hiring needs, or they're gonna go out there and onboard Dojo for training needs. Either way I win, right? That's what I love. And I'm gonna go out there and create 30 days worth of LinkedIn viral LinkedIn and YouTube posts. And then I'm going to create like a YouTube content strategy, and I'm going to have a newsletter for these people. But with this, I'm going to go out there and craft up some prompts where I want them to know, I understand where it is that you're coming from. Let's go ahead and basically get the ball started. And I'm going to go and I'm going to show you guys in the series. So that's why you should go out there and follow me on Richard Chen, because I'm going to have a playlist here. It's going to be called Profit with Conversational AI. Okay, Profit with Conversational AI. You're going to basically see all of this in live action, and we're going to see exactly how we're going to be able to make this happen. So if you need help with a go-to marketing plan, or you want me to go out there and train up your team, hit me up. I'm more than happy to go out there and help you. And I'm also training up a whole generation of go-to marketing experts, who I like to call rainmakers, to go out there and also help businesses too, because I can't take on all the business that's coming my way. Talk to you very soon. The fastest and the most easiest way to get in touch with me is right here on LinkedIn. Shoot me a message. I'm always happy to go out there and chat to see how it is that I can help, or if there's somebody else better to go out there and help you, because I also know a lot of people in the business. All right, talk to you later. Hope you have a really good day.